Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I use a dehydrator. It's an Andrew James Dehydrator and I will be putting a link in the description if you wish to purchase it. So if you've not already subscribed to my channel, if you could please do so, because you'll get lots of helpful hints and tips from my home garden, my home kitchen and also my allotment. Now, a lot of people have gluts at the moment and they don't know what to do with it. Now, a really good solution is to dehydrate things. Now, I purchased this dehydrator quite some years ago. I did a lot of research. I didn't have a very big budget, so I chose this one and it does everything I want it to do. So there are many things you can dry in a dehydrator. I myself dry all sorts of things, from chilies to seaweed to nettles to raspberries. I've dried many different things. Kale is one of my favourite things because you kind of do like crispy kale, which is really yummy as a healthy snack, and also to put with dishes as well because it adds a lot of texture. So the dehydrator I have is this one, the Andrew James one. So you get quite a few trays with this. You get about 6 trays with it. So you've got a lot of capacity there. It's got different levels. So you can either have the tall level or the short level. So it does all depend what you're drying with what level you would use. So it all depends on the height of the product that you're drying. And you have different temperatures you can use as well. Today I'm just going to do some crispy kale as a really easy demonstration. It's a really good starter thing to dry because kale crisps up really quickly. So all you do is have a plastic sheet there or something that you can spray the oil on. So you need oil and salt to flavour it. So all you do is just pull the kale off. It's an incredibly simple thing to do. So any of these things you want to do, it's incredibly easy just to Google, you know, dry chilies in a dehydrator. What you will find is different things take different times to dry, and sometimes it does all depend how humid it is on the day. So do be prepared for some things to take a lot. Chilies will take a lot, they will take a few days to dry, whereas kale will be done in about 2 hours. So it is a really good starting block. So you can get something dry. One of the main benefits of using a dehydrator to use it in an oven is it's really easy to burn them, you know, and it ruins the flavour. You can dry them obviously just in the sunlight, but obviously you need enough sun to be able to do that. And I've tried drying things just outside and I'll be honest, they've gone mouldy. So if you do it in a dehydrator, it keeps the flavour and you're not going to burn it. You know, the only thing is it does take a little bit longer with some things, so you just have to bear that in mind. So I've got some broken up there. Spread it out. Now, generally speaking, when you lay stuff out on a dehydrator, you don't let things touch each other. But with kale, because it shrivels up so very quickly, I mean, this bit that was on here virtually covered it, and then when it dries, it reduces down in size a lot. So you don't have to worry about overlapping when you do something like kale. So just gently put a little bit of oil on it. It just makes it go a bit crispier, improves the flavour a little bit of salt. But again, you can use your own seasonings. It's just what I like. And then you just arrange it on the dehydrator. So like I say, when you do kale, you can overlap it a little bit, because it shrivels up so incredibly quickly, more than other things do. So while I would normally say space everything out and don't let anything touch each other, with kale you don't have to worry about that. So I've got room for a little bit more on there, so I'm just going to spray a bit more. So this kale obviously is from my allotment, so something I really like. Kale, very good for you and incredibly tasty. I've got to say, crispy kale is something that's kind of like revolutionised my liking of kale. Anyone who's got an allotment, you can get a little bit bored of kale, but crispy kale is just so yummy. So incredibly yummy. So there we go. The dehydrator is full. I don't need to put another tray on that, that's fine as it is. So I could do more trays if I wanted to, and if I did, I would have it on the tall setting. So I just pop the lid on, and oh, I've missed a bit. I'm going to set that for 2 hours. After 2 hours, I'm going to check it. I would expect that to be done in 2 hours if I'm honest with you, but it might need a wee bit longer. But this is what you're after. So after 2 hours, it will be nice and crispy. So, and completely yummy as well. One of my favourite things. In fact, while it's cooking, I have been known to eat pieces of it while it's cooking because it's that scrumptious. So the kale is all ready in there to dehydrate. Very simple to use, incredibly easy, which is one of the reasons why I love it. So to turn it on, you literally just press that button there. To change the temperature, you press that button there. And to set the time, you press that button there. So I switch it on. It automatically sets to 70 for 12 hours. But if I wanted to change it, I literally just press it and it starts to off at 40. It goes up in denominations of 5 until you get to 70. Now for my kale, I'm going to leave it on 70. The timer is automatically set on 12. But again, I can increase it up to 48. And then once it gets to 48, it then goes back to where it began again. It's that simple. And I'm going to set that for 2 hours. And I would expect that to probably be ready in 2 hours. If it's not crispy enough, the easy way you tell is you literally pick it up, you feel it, you taste it. If it's crispy enough and it's what you're after, perfect. If not, leave it on for a little bit longer. So I hope that's helped and inspired you to get dehydrating. I will, as I said, put the description, in the description I will put a link to this if you wish to purchase it. And if you've got any questions or queries, I'm always happy to help.